Hi, my name's Gecko. Welcome back to another mini Motorways video. Let's get started. So we're going to do the daily challenge today. It's based in Zurich, which I have a pretty poor score on. I've only played it the once. My score on the main map, so not in a challenge as such, but just in normal settings, it's 1176. I was on a pretty poor run of form at that point. But we're going to give it a go today. Let's see what restrictions we've got. So no traffic lights are offered. Okay, and we start with 4 tunnels. Cool. Now, as I recall, I think the one of the issues that I had with Zurich was with tunnels. So we'll see how we get on. 6 hours left in this challenge, so if you've already done this one, on the 13th of September 2021. If you've already done this one, then let me know how you got on. A bit of a crude use of a tunnel there, but we do start with 4. And I can always sweep around the other side if I want to. But since I've got so many, might as well start using one, eh? I also have an achievement in Steam that I haven't unlocked yet, which is make lots of tunnels, basically. So I could effectively, I don't know how cheeky that would be to basically do that. I don't know whether it'd even do the Steam achievement if I just kept drawing tunnels like that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll hit the fast forward as always. I do need to get better at slowing things down when we get to a bit later in the game. I'm glad I did go around that way, and maybe I'll do the same thing where I go here. Now I could have gone underneath. Now, even if I'd have gone underneath, I wouldn't have been able to get past here. So we're going to have quite a few things going on, really. I'll take a bridge, because we're about to use one. We'll do that. Should be a nice little snug fit there. And we're actually in a good position that if anything does spawn in this little area here, if it's yellow, blue or red, it's actually usable. We can do all that. So the worst case scenario there would probably be red, because we'd probably want to put a traffic light there if we get a couple of red houses spawn, but I doubt that's going to happen really. We've got a lot of space on the map for things to spawn, and there it goes. Okay, so we're gonna, oops, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. That's fine. And for now, we'll skirt around. In fact, we'll point all these 3 onto the same position. Yeah, we'll take another bridge. Let's just slow things down for a second here. So what we want to do is segregate this, so we're going to want to wait for this to, in fact we'll do that a little bit, and we should be able to then connect this guy up. So we will actually use that, and this will go here. Like that. Okay, the blue will leave on his own for now over here. We'll connect that one up. So only got 1 house going to each blue at the moment. I was about to say we're probably going to get some more blues spawn, and I imagine they're all going to spawn up here. We actually haven't got any space in this area here for a roundabout, which might be a bit of a pain when it comes to needing more blues in here at some point, because we obviously haven't got the traffic lights in this game mode. Okay, right, let's just change things up here. That's fine. We'll see how 3 get on. We've got 3 going the longer distance as well. In fact, we could actually change that now. We could save a bridge by sending these guys down and here. I think that'll be sufficient for now. I was thinking maybe I'd keep those road tiles reserved, but I'm happy with how it is for now. Oh, hello. I didn't realise I disconnected that. I mean, we could, with this, we could actually use another bridge to get these guys down here. Maybe that's what I'll do before things get a little bit too hectic. Maybe not, because I'm going to need that bridge. That's what this game does to you. It has a habit of scuppering your plans. I can't go down and around. Can I put this here for now? I can. Let's put you onto that like that. And off. And there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. That should be fine. And we'll take the motorway. You can get around. Cool. In that sort of instance, I want to pause it as soon as something like that happens, because inevitably a house would probably spawn here, which would mean that I couldn't get this one involved. So it's still a little bit messy here, but it's not too bad. Have I got any spare tunnels? I have. Perfect. I haven't got a spare bridge. It's okay. I'm gonna use a motorway for now. We'll try and reclaim that if I can get a. Obviously, I've got a tunnel, but if I can get another bridge, because there's not too long of a journey, and a combination of motorway. Sorry, a combination of bridge and tunnel. I don't think is as useful as a motorway. Probably be proved wrong, but we'll see. Right, okay, so we have got, what, 6 going up here, haven't we? What I may well do, for now, we'll say they get on with just 2 here. Haven't got any other utility. Hello? There we go. We see how we get on with just 4 going up here. Now that does help. Obviously it's not very helpful in the sense that these are going to slow down quite often, I think. No, not too much, that's okay. Right, out of all of the blue houses to actually blue buildings to upgrade, that's probably the best one for me, to be honest. Right, we'll use that roundabout here, I think. Do I do it? I'll do it here. Okay, I still haven't got a bridge, have I? That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Okay. Now, the whites are already on this road, so I could get them to come around this way. Maybe that's what I do for now. I do want to reserve that so I can get them onto a bridge, or get one of these onto a bridge at least to go around when I get one back. So we'll do that. Oh, we do need to connect that up as well, don't we? That'd be helpful. So it's a bit unfortunate they've got to go through this green suburb to get there. But if we can reclaim a bridge at some point, it won't be too bad. Having said that, if we get an option between a motorway and a bridge, you know we're always going to choose a motorway. We'll see how this goes for now. Can't really get this yellow involved actually, can I? The red's doing okay. The green is fine, really, for now. Obviously, it has got to contend with this junction where the whites are going through the entire suburb, which isn't ideal. And it's got to contend with two roundabouts. I have got a spare tunnel. Could really have been a bridge. If that had been offered to me at that point, I would have taken it. Just wondering, with regards to motorways, does this allow me over? Just tempted here, because that would allow me to reclaim that bridge as well here. Let's just pause it for a moment before anything else happens. Let's get you down here, my friend. I'm just thinking with regards of these greens, I can get rid of both these roundabouts. I have got a spare tunnel which I could use to go around these greens. I think I'm going to do a bit of management here. Right, let's change that. We're going to disconnect you. So these reds are still going to use that tunnel to get down here. We're going to reclaim all of that. Reclaim that. The whites can just go straight through. In fact, actually, they can go underneath. Because then this blue can get involved here. These greens no longer need all of that. They can just point, oops. They can just all point this way. And then they can get there. And these whites can come through here. In fact, actually what we'll do is we'll split off two of them to go directly here, and two of them will go directly here, which means we're going to have, what, 3 roundabouts given back to us, and a bridge, which is really handy. It's a shame we can't fit these blues through, really. Haven't got a spare tunnel, so I can't get these 2 blues involved over here just yet. I could potentially do what I was going to do before, send these whites up and around, and then I save the tunnel. In fact, maybe that's what I do. So these whites are going to go here instead. We'll switch which ones are going where. So you can go there. I think he's pointed the right way. Cool. Which means I mean, I could reclaim that motorway by getting this guy to go across. If I had another bridge, then I could do that. But what I'm going to do for now is just send this guy here. I think that was everything that I was going to do. Then I've got absolute segregation again. Then. Not that I think that's needed. What I am going to do, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going there. I'm going to get one of these, oops. Going to get one of these to join in. So we've got 3 going down and 6 going to this red. This yellow still can't do much. Seems to be coping okay. I'm reluctant to get him to come down and then up. So we'll leave him be at the moment. But yeah, so the whites are good. 2 and 2, 3. All of the greens going across. Blue's on his own, can't do much. I think I'm happy with that. Maybe a bit too much thought went into all of that, but I'm happy with the result, to be honest. I heard a house get dropped a minute ago, but I didn't see where. Okay, well, we've got 3 spare roundabouts now, so we're going to take the motorway. Okay, so that could allow us to gain a bridge back if we needed to. Okay, well we're going to need to do something here, aren't we? Because this one house is not going to cope. So I think what we'll potentially do... what we potentially do is move this motorway. So we're going to point these two here, and we're going to have these 5 going on this short motorway. Here, I don't have a bridge. I mean, actually, is a motorway necessary? Thinking about it, if this road isn't happening, we can go this way instead. So we're going to get that bridge back. I'm going to get this bridge back because we're going to go through here for the reds, and then these guys don't need a motorway, they can just go straight onto it. Cool. Okay, so that works there. I think that was the red that I heard, or a house that I heard drop. What that does is it actually reclaims a motorway and a tunnel, which means that I can potentially, if this guy is struggling, just get this guy on with a motorway until I get a spare bridge at some point. Or I could even do something about maybe changing one of these to a motorway so I can use that as a bridge. That'll probably be what I do, is actually turn this yellow into a motorway, which isn't ideal, but it just means it'll be just a slightly more direct route because that is a circle building. But we'll see how this goes anyway for now. Just going to turn these guys away so there's only one junction. In fact, actually, you point that way. Cool. Right, that should do it all. I just need to connect this red up and I should be good. I'm going to keep an eye on this as well. Come on, I need that red to disappear. I think that's going to go. No, yep. Perfect. Okay, cool. Got all those reds on their way. Okay, now I wouldn't be opposed to a green spawning here, to be honest. As long as this is joined by another one. Okay, well that's not ideal to spawn a yellow right on there. Especially because we've got very few yellow houses. I mean, what am I going to do here? I'm going to have to use a motorway, I think, aren't I? Because I haven't got a bridge. Do we just leave it for a second and see if any more yellows spawn? It's got to give us something, right? That is not what I meant. I didn't mean give us another yellow building. What just happened? I can't see. Alright, let's move that out of the way for a second. Let me move you. Thank you. Didn't think it was going to let me get it then. Okay, cool. Right, so these two yellows are just going to get on this motorway there. I'm going to put this back where it was. I'm going to need to get this yellow involved, which wasn't ideal, but we'll use a roundabout again. Okay, I think that's fine for now. Is there anything else not connected? I don't think so. I think it's just this. It's just this blue, white and green that aren't connected at the moment. Right, tunnel or bridge? Well, I'm going to take a bridge, 100%. That's not ideal spawn placement right there, is it? Right, what can I do here? I think I do need to get, because this guy hasn't got anyone at home, and he has got a need. So I'm going to have to do that for now. Okay, so we have got another yellow at least. Going down here. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Because that's going to need more than just these two whites. I have got a spare white up here. But he has no way of getting across at the moment. So, tough. And we've also had a blue spawn here, which I missed. That's really not ideal. Have we got spare blues anywhere? We've got 2 going here. Got what, 5 going to the circle building. Another 5 going to this circle building. 2 going to square, 3 going to square. Haven't really got any spare, have I? What happens? Oh, you can't connect a house directly to a tunnel. Great. I've got the ability to send these guys up and around. Maybe that's what I need to do. Actually, let's... Because I need to basically reclaim all of this, don't I? Send all of these up and around now. So we'll do that. So we've still got the 8 going here. Just going a slightly different route. And what we're going to do... Well, until we've got a better idea, we're going to have to do that, aren't we? Is that going to help? No, it's not going to help, is it? I've got a spare roundabout, haven't I? Just thinking, this is a white building. Actually, can I can't fit it in any... Oh, I can fit it lower. Okay, well, we're going to do that then, aren't we? So that's going to go there. I mean, I could have got the whites to come down, but what I want to avoid is too much traffic going through a junction. So here I'm only going to have a maximum of 4 houses having their cars join here. And here I'm only going to have a maximum of 4 houses on this junction. Although it means that these guys have got to go through 2 roundabouts, I think that's okay, rather than every time forcing 6 houses to integrate on 1 roundabout. I think that's probably better. Not worried about being proven wrong, so if you've got evidence to the contrary, let me know. Okay, having said that, I can't get him on anyway. Or could I? I could. I can do that. We'll do that. So 3 whites go through. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. What do I want to do here? So I've got five already going this way. I'm going to point you around, and you. Don't think that's necessary. Maybe the 2 blues here need help. What is happening? What is happening? Why is everything spawning on top of each other? It's really not liking me today, is it? Right, so I've got 2 spare yellows over here. I may have to get them. Right, these 3 yellows are going here. Maybe I'll do another motorway. I have got a spare one. But I'm just thinking, can I utilise these 2 yellows here? In any way? I mean, I've got 2 spare tunnels, so I could get these 2 yellows to join in on all of this action. In fact, actually, I don't even need to have a separate tunnel for that. I can just sneak them through. Not ideal, but needs must. I think that will actually help that out in case of emergency. These 3 are going here. This is really not ideal placement. Okay. Can I do that? Does that disconnect? Okay, well at least I can keep these segregated if I need to, because I can actually go down and around. I haven't got a bridge to get across. So what I was thinking was join them up with there, and then we've got the 4 going. It's quite a long distance. What I am going to do for now, again, until I come up with a better solution. I was just looking for my motorway there. I forgot I placed it immediately. Okay, what I'm going to do there is just these 2 houses on a direct motorway, which is really not ideal. Maybe what I'd be better off doing I don't know whether I could. Again, I need another bridge. I'm just thinking, can I make use of the width of this? Because effectively I could send the whites around and I could send the reds on the inside bridge to get here, and then the yellows can join up and use one motorway. So if I get a bridge, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But until then, just got to grin and bear it, I think. That means if I send one motorway down, then again I could do something about. I'm really hoping a green spawns here. If anything else spawns there, it's probably going to screw me. I'm just really hoping that, yeah, it's a green that spawns there. But yeah, I'm just thinking out loud again. Motorway and this motorway, I mean, it is separated by that. But if I'm putting the red down there, maybe I don't even need a motorway. Maybe I can do it with a tunnel, which I've got plenty of. So I probably would just be able to just put them all on one road to go down. Some of them can go down here, and some of them can split off and go around the outside in a tunnel, if that red road is not there. So if we get a bridge, that's going to solve a lot of things there, I think. Is there anywhere I can reclaim a bridge? It doesn't want to give me bridges, does it? Right, I've got 2 tunnels, so I'm going to go for a roundabout. I'm probably going to regret that. I really need a bridge from somewhere. That's necessary in order to get around the outside of these guys. Be pointless using a motorway there, wouldn't it? These guys kind of have to get involved. I mean, I could potentially turn a couple of these around and then reclaim that bridge. I mean, not all of them are in use, are they? Maybe that's what I do for now. How many have we got? So at the moment we've got, what, 3, 4, 5... So we've got 8 doing a real short distance. Maybe we only need 5. We can send these 3 down. And it's a long distance, but it means that we can reclaim all of that. And whilst there's not a lot of demand here... I need that bridge to come back before I can do anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to redraw this white bridge going around the outside. It'd be ideal if I could actually come off here. Actually, whilst there's this space, I'm going to do that. So I can get these 2 connected up. It'd be really ideal if I had 2 bridges, because I could go off and then back on to effectively pick these 2 up to help out here, because I imagine this is going to need more help soon. But yeah, so I'm going to reclaim that bridge and then I'm going to redraw this across and effectively replace this. I might as well, or do I wait? I'll wait until that's reclaimed, I think. So I just need this guy to get back home. Yeah, because that's a circle building. What I don't want to do is just remove all of that. In fact, I'm probably going to have to redo all of this anyway in a minute. Because I'm going to need another bridge. I'm going to need either a bridge or a motorway, but I think am I going to reclaim one? I think that was what the plan was, wasn't it? Get a little bit confused now, but this is about to be reclaimed. Perfect. So let's go around the outside of all of this. That's going to go onto land, isn't it? Shh, there's not enough space to do that. I do need to remove this, and then I can put the bridge across to connect it, and in the meantime I can send this around, and before anything spawns there I'm just going to claim that. So I do need this white bridge to just disappear for me, so I need this car to get back as soon as possible. I think if this doesn't happen soon enough I might be in trouble. Thank you. Right, micromanaging to the extreme right now. Right, so we've got that going there, which means we don't need this route going through this way. Cool. So now we've got 2 that are going parallel. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. Oh no, you need to face that way, my friend. Okay, which means that we can go right. Instead of having this and this, now this may be a mistake, we can do that, to get them connected onto here. But we can also send them around all of that. Okay, so these 5 are now connected to these 2 buildings via this junction. And we've reclaimed 2 motorways. And all we've done is use 1 extra tunnel for all of that and drop these guys off. But it means that we can, I mean, we should have enough. We can reconnect them if we need to. I'm going to do this because I can easily switch this guy or any of these guys around onto this road if I need to. But if something had spawned there, then that would have blocked me from having the opportunity, so best to do that now. The only thing I would like to do, really, and maybe this is what I do, actually, is if I do that, and then the motorway, I'm going to do a motorway from here to there, until I get a second bridge, because I can do a bridge that will do that junction. This is slightly shorter, so I can get these sorted quicker. Can I even scoot this guy around? Can I scoot him through? I could. Wonder whether that's going to be too much of a nuisance having that junction there now. But we'll see. So I've got 2 motorways. Until we've got another bridge, you guys can join in there. So we've now got 4 of these whites going here, and that should satisfy everyone. We've got 3 blues over here. That red's just gone circular. I'm sorry if you heard a loud noise there. I just bashed my microphone one. Right, so we've now got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 going to this one building. So this section here, the suburb, can certainly spare a few. So we've got 3, so total 14 across the 2. Is that right? Did I count that right? 5, 6, another 5, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. So we can afford to turn 4 of these around. I'll leave that there for now. In case I need to spin any of them back around. Okay. Well, I did say I'll take another bridge when the one comes along, but obviously motorways always preferred over bridges, so we'll take the motorway. I could even get... Oh, hello. These are not connected. Glad I spotted that. We'll even get you involved there, because we've got a spare tunnel. We can disconnect him at some point if we need to. We could even... We've got these 4 blues. We could even... Because we've now got, what, 2 motorways. We could even just do motorway from here to there. And that cuts out a lot. Cuts out a lot of hassle there, doesn't it? In fact, we're going to turn you around because we've got this guy. That does cut out a lot of hassle if we do a motorway over the top. We'll leave it as it is for now. Okay, right. Now where I said I'd love it if this was green earlier, after all these reds spawned, I kind of hoped it would be a red. Of course. That's not going to be the case, is it? Right, so we'll do that. And that's fine. Okay, well, I don't mind too much now because we are getting more green spawn. I'm just wondering... Right, we haven't got a spare tunnel because we used one for this yellow, didn't we? Which we can always redeem. But I'm just thinking, where's the next horrible red going to spawn? I think reds are coping okay at the moment. I mean, we've got enough cars for demand because there's people sitting at home. Oh, well, he can't go anywhere because we need a bridge to get him to help out. He can't do anything because he's in the middle of a lot of stuff going on. Neither can he. Well, this is just not helpful. It's at the stage of the game where just things are just spawning in a ridiculous manner now. Wow, okay. Now let's just have a little look here. We've got how many green houses? So we've got 5 green there, another 5, so 13 total, 16, 20. So we've got 20 green houses for a square building and a circle building. 20 green houses for one square building and one circle building. Let's compare that to how many yellows we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 19. So 19 yellow houses. Was that less? I know I've had a long day, but I'm pretty sure I said 20 greenhouses, right? 20 greenhouses, 1 square, 1 circle. We've got less yellow houses for the same number of circle buildings, but 4 times as many square buildings. Where's the logic there? Now, we're probably going to have a load spawn now. Going to need a load to spawn. Not there, please. Okay, right, we've got 2 spare motorways. I think we're going to need a tunnel, because I have a feeling that with all this red stuff, that that something horrible is going to spawn somewhere, and I'm going to need these guys to get through. So, I'm going to be a bit of a hypocrite and choose a tunnel on this occasion. Now, I still do think that maybe I could do something with these blues. I mean, I can only use 3 of them because of the way that they've spawned. I can only use 3 of them to get across. But it does mean that it stops a lot of this junctions going on. Because the whites could get straight there. Okay, these blues are struggling. When did that appear? Am I going crazy? Did I completely miss that spawning? I think I must have. Okay, well, at least I kind of caught it a little bit early. Wait, no, I couldn't have missed it spawning. Unless this one is what spawned. Or am I... Maybe I'm going absolutely nuts here. I have had a long day. So we'll cut that off. Have these 3 go straight up. For now. I will want to think of a better solution here. So we've got 5 going there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going to the circle building. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going here. And 4 going here. So these guys are going to have to stay attached there. Unless I do a motorway from those 3 across. The annoying thing is, because of this... actually, I could send him around. Thinking about it. If I do that... then I could actually... I could do that, can't I? And then I can use all 4. And put that there instead. That's better. Okay, so 4 of them are going to get on now. Means these yellows have got a slightly longer journey, but it's not a problem. They can cope with that, I'm sure. Okay, cool. Right, so we're going to send 4 immediately up here, and these 2 are just going to go back, forth real quick. Okay, that should be fine. This guy's only just leaving, which means that all these cars that are already there are going to cater for all of that, which is fine. Right, who else is struggling? I think it is these yellows now, isn't it? Yellows and reds, they're all getting in each other's way. It's not ideal. What can I do? I can't squeeze these through without attaching to that. I was just thinking I could turn these yellows around here so that these have got a shorter journey, and then I could do a motorway from these ones down. But I can't quite do that. What else can I do? I mean, I could send the yellows up and around. And then I've got 6 going to these 2, which isn't ideal because we've already got more than that. Yeah, we've already got more than that. If I get them round, and then I can put them on a motorway potentially. But then I'd need a motorway to get from here to here, wouldn't I? So that's not going to help. That's not going to help at all. What can I do then? What can I do? Maybe instead of sending these reds around, I think that's what I do. So this is now purely yellows. Reds are going to come through here, and I'm going to have to get a bit of distance here. Nope. Hopefully it's not going to curve that way. Cool, okay. So that's good. So I can do that. Yellows are still going to go onto this roundabout, because there's 2 and... well, quite a few merging. 9, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 merging from this roundabout. Only 2 and a 7, but still worth it, I think. It also reserves that space. Don't have space for a roundabout here, unfortunately, because this is where you get a little bit of slowdown. But at least we've got all these reds going onto a motorway to get there, which bypasses that junction. That looks a lot better. I'm happy with that. Don't think I'm missing anything else at the moment. I'm hearing other houses spawn. Not entirely sure where. I don't know whether it was that one there that just spawned or not. Okay, tunnel or a bridge. It's going to be a bridge, isn't it? I just wanted to say I can reclaim this motorway, can't I? Why is that struggling? Are there just not enough whites? And this is the thing. I was talking about greens earlier, where we've got 1 circle building and 1 square building, and we've got 20, now 21, maybe? So it's maybe even been even more now. But yeah, effectively 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We've got 22 green houses have spawned for 1 square building and 1 circle building. And then how many houses have spawned for the whites? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 6 less houses have spawned for the whites, yet both of them are circle buildings. Again, probably not as crazy as the difference between greens and yellows, but still, they're just not... there seems to not be a correlation. Yeah, there's not a correlation between the buildings that spawn and the houses that can attach to them. It's not like every time a square building spawns, you're guaranteed to get 2 houses, and every time a circle either spawns or it gets upgraded to a circle, that you can have another 5 houses. You know, there's no rule like that in place, seemingly. Because this is kind of crazy. And again, I guess you could look at, I suppose reds aren't too bad. I mean, I am coping with the reds at the moment, but I've got all these red houses and they've got nothing to do. Right, so do I try and reclaim this now then? This motorway. After that long rant, I can't even remember what just happened and why I paused it. Right, yellows are okay. I think these yellows are struggling. There's just not enough houses, are there, for the yellows at the moment? Yeah, because there's no one at home over here. They're all out and about. Which isn't ideal at all. Really? So what can I do? What can I do here? What can I do with the yellows? I'm just thinking where I could steal some from, so I could actually get this red to go underneath and join in here, which means that I can get this yellow to actually join into this community here, but they're not the trouble at the moment. This one is the trouble. But also the white's just real struggling at the moment. I mean, actually there are quite a lot here. There's quite a lot of houses here actually not doing anything. So what have I got spare? I haven't got any utility apart from a bridge spare. Now I could potentially get these 3 whites to turn around and help, which would force all of these ones to get involved here a bit more. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, okay, I'll do that now. So we'll replace the motorway with a bridge anyway, because I was going to do that. It's not going to let me do that, is it? Because the motorway needs to disappear before. That's a pain. That's a real pain in the backside. Okay, well let's turn this all down here so you guys can, in fact actually, you can come this way. And what we'll do is we'll get all of these. We're just going to get these onto a motorway here, and then the motorway is going to go from here to there. So as soon as that disappears I need to do that, and I'm going to remove that so that it's going to get these ones on their bike over here. And then at least I have, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 going here. But this is going to need to just survive just for a few minutes. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, boys. Off. Across you go. We need this motorway back. Who is it that's holding it up? Is it you? Give me it back. Oh, it's you. There it is. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. And then we have another grey spawn here. What is going on? Okay, right, well, I'm going to have to do what I was going to do anyway, which is motorway across to... Do I get them to join there? Makes sense, because they're going to have a T-junction at some point. Makes sense for them to be closer rather than there, I guess. I was going to have a bridge, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Right, okay, well, you can all just face that way, can't you? And not be used at all. What a waste. And we've only got 2 whites sitting up here that can't really do much, to be honest. What can they do? How do we get someone onto this, is the question. Am I going to have to steal some of these? I think I'm going to have to. I've got spare bridge, spare tunnel even. What a horrific little junction that is. Actually, we'll do it this way. Anyone who watches my videos know how much I hate squiggly lines. Right, okay, so we're going to have to steal 2 from there, which is not ideal, which means we've only got, what, 5? Okay, they're going a short distance. But yeah. We have at least got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 going this way. These 2 we can't use because we haven't got enough motorways. I mean, I could use a bridge like I was going to. It means they have a longer journey. The junction is not right outside, at least. However, I can only get 3 of them on without having the other 3 go through another junction for the reds. So I think this is the best case scenario at the moment. Not all the whites have gone, and then I get one just spawn there anyway, you know, because why not? Oh, this game sometimes, and I can't even put him on because I can't put him directly onto a bridge. But yeah, anyway, sometimes this game just wants to just annoy you, I guess. Right, so we have had another couple spawn here. What am I hearing? All these blues aren't actually needed at the moment. What am I hearing? Spawn. So these whites are desperately needed, I think. I can potentially turn one more around, really. Just to help out for now. And have we got a bridge? We have got a bridge, thank the Lord. Again, why it's not red, I will never know. We've got so much space. Whites are struggling, aren't they? The whites are really struggling. Why are these 2 not getting involved? Is it because it's a slightly longer trip time? I'd have thought these 2 would have been the first to get there. I mean, I could maybe then, if these are going to handle it, although this one isn't actually connected here, I could get him to connect just by going there. He's the only one that will connect. We'll see how that affects the Reds' time getting in and out. They should be fine because there's what? 3 red houses get into a square building. If that ever upgrades, I'm in trouble. But yeah, well, let's see whether this guy helps out. I know that there's this one, but what it does mean is that we could potentially get rid of that junction. do that for now, so these two whites can get involved. Do I do that? Potentially. Right, we'll take the motorway. The whites are not happy. Of course they're not happy. I haven't got any other roundabouts either, have I? Just look at all these greens. That's mad. Okay, where can something spawn? Because it's at this point where I'm just like, if another shop spawns, I'm in trouble. So maybe it's a case that I don't like doing this, but I really want a good score. So is there anywhere else that a shop could spawn? I'm only seeing top right at the moment. I don't see anywhere else really that a shop could spawn. And if another one spawns at the moment, unless it was red and right here, I would be in trouble. But even then, if it spawned right there, it'd be a real pain in the backside, because they'd have to mingle. Because there's this and this running exactly parallel to it. And I can't, because I haven't got a spare tunnel, I can't go around. Okay, right, so whites, are you on your way? These four are on their way. Is it going to be too late? Probably. Most likely. Because I just have not got enough white buildings. So, motorway. Can't connect that up just yet, but these 6 are going to scoot, but they're not going to get there quick enough, I don't think. We just need a couple just to tide us over. 1, 2, get in there, get in there, get in there, come on. Oh my god. Right, you can connect now. That was cutting it fine. I don't know whether we're going to survive here still. It's going to be very hit or miss. Although there's 2 sitting at home here, which means that every white car, I think we might be okay actually. What? This is where we need traffic lights, right here. Okay, red's not happy now. Red's not happy. Okay, well, there's a quick fix to that, because you can turn around, can't you, mate? You can come here and we'll disconnect that, because you're sitting at home. It says that's 2 cars that are going to go. Let's get him off that route at least. What have we got utility wise? Nothing. We've got 6 road tiles. Okay, there's not a lot we can do here. I mean, the ideal, if we had another tunnel and motorway, so we could get all of these through and to help out somewhere, whether it's this one or this one, and all of these could go to the opposite one. But we need a tunnel and a motorway for that. Currently, we're having to use the motorway here. That might have calmed things down. So where we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not ideal at all, how far away these guys are. But I might be able to reclaim that motorway is what I'm saying. At the moment I just need all the reds just to sort themselves out. There's no one sitting at home there, is there? I mean, maybe it's the case. Do I? Do I dare? There's a big hold up there, isn't there? That's the trouble. But they are all away from home, which means that there's not enough houses for demand. Hello. When did you get there, my friend? Well, that would have been ideal if I'd have seen that earlier. Will we get there? That's the trouble. He's still flashing. I don't know whether that means that that's blocked. Probably is. I think it would probably need to swing around, because if the motorway was to come in from a slightly different angle, if the motorway was connected there, for instance, then it'd be fine. But coming in underneath, I don't think that's going to work, is it? I think I've seen that before. But if I do that, and potentially junction, see how many of these leave immediately. What's that? 6 cars went immediately. We are still needing all of these to get across. There's a hold up there. Yeah, he's still flashing, so he's not going to go. So maybe... Nope. I'm going to move you out of the way. There we go. I have to be really careful about where I click there, because I didn't want to accidentally click on the motorway and that disappear. Because that would have been a bit of a nightmare. Right, okay. Well, at least this can get there right now. To tide him over. Okay, what's going on here? I really need to recoup a... Oh, we are on Sunday. I'm just thinking I really need to recoup a tunnel. Because if I could recoup a tunnel, I could get these reds to come through and out somewhere, potentially. Somehow. Is there any space? There's no space, really, for him to come out. If I could find somewhere for him to come out, maybe, and get onto a motorway. Instead of having them come up and interrupting lots of junctions. But yeah, so that's not an ideal motorway at the moment because the reds are just interacting with it way too much. Let's turn you away. We don't want you connected where you don't need to be. Is anyone else struggling? Greens, why are greens struggling? Because they've got a long way to go, I guess. Again, if we needed to, we could get the greens connected here. They'll go through this network and we just join them in there. So we could potentially do that. Why is this not a tunnel? Right, so where can I do a bridge instead? Oops, no. I'm going to drag. Is there anywhere I could do a bridge instead of a motorway? No, is the answer. No, because they're going all the way across. Yeah, there's nowhere I can use a bridge instead of motorway. I was thinking there, but that was the whole thing of if I turn them around, I can only get 4 of them on. And also these two are no longer on this one here. I may actually just reserve that space there, because if I do need to turn these back at the moment, there's a wall trying to block them because that blue has spawned. So if I do need to reroute that, these 2 white houses or grey houses onto this building here, then at least I can do that now. Okay, greens are struggling. Right, let's get you on here before I do anything else. It's not ideal, but you will go up and you'll have a junction there. It's only sent 2 of them. Well, these yellows have got a short journey, effectively. Okay, right, whatever happens, I'm happy with the score that we've got. Considering everything that's happened. Right, these reds. Reds are struggling. There's no one at home here. What I may have to do is rejoin you, and not ideal, because these guys have got a really long journey to go across and then over and then onto another motorway. So really not ideal. However, there are a lot of them. Right, yellows aren't happy. Have I got enough of... Which yellows are getting on here? Okay, well I could actually get some more yellows connected, couldn't I? I've also got a white there. So slow things down a little bit, because we've got more junctions. That's a nightmare junction, which is why I want to get the reds off of there. I really wanted to tunnel, didn't I? Okay, that green is just upgraded, which is not ideal, because we have only got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going on to that. And this one's blocked off, it can't get anywhere. This one has got to go across, which isn't ideal. Now what I don't want to do is I don't want to connect this green to the roundabout, because that means that any of these blues, instead of going here, they could also go here, which would cause a problem. So it's going to have to live without that green. Right. Just a lot of chaos now. Right, tunnel, perfect, that's what I wanted. Now, where was I going to? Oops, didn't want to do that. Turn you back around. I really struggle doing that sometimes. Just dragging a motorway. Right, so I want to get these reds. Where do I want to get them to? So these greys. Ideally, these greys would go here. No, because we're going to need to cross, aren't we? That's the trouble. So I'm thinking I wanted to get them there, but I can't. Maybe I do just turn these around, because there's not a lot going through this tunnel, is there? Can you do 2 tunnel entrances? You can do a junction there. Not that I think that would help much. But you can't do a junction within, can you? No. How do I do this? Right, so this is for those yellows, isn't it? This is purely for those yellows. How do I do this? Okay, I'm thinking, do I put the junction back in for the yellows? So I can save the space that that tunnel causes. No, because I still need to cross over the... What do I need to cross over the reds and yellows? So I could save that piece, and then I could move the motorway. But I think it's probably going to be too late by the time I move it anyway. Let's try it. Let's try doing this. I'm going to do that, and this is going to go directly. Where do we want it? Guess we want it directly there, right? Okay, so yellows are going to lose all of that. They're going to go through and onto, nope, onto there. How many greys did we have connected to this? So greys, yeah, that's fine. These greys are going to go down there. And then we want the tunnel. And that was all because we just didn't have the space. We didn't have the space to put the start of a motorway anywhere outside of this tunnel. So we just had to readjust all of that because of that, and put the yellows through that roundabout for that reason alone. Okay, right, that should be fine. Does mean that this red can also potentially get there as well. Do we want that? That should be fine. I mean, it causes an extra junction, but we'll see. If this starts slowing down here, we'll disconnect this red. Maybe we'll do that now. Yeah, I don't really want that red connected to this. Which means that we can disconnect that. You go here. Okay, all of these reds are away from home at the moment. Right, let's make as few junctions as possible. 1, 2, 3. And you guys are fine. Actually, I will put you there. Cool. Okay, right, all those reds are away from home, but they're just doing a massive journey. They're getting stuck here, which is not ideal. Why are these yellows? Where are they going? Why are there yellows going across there? Are they doing the same thing? They must be. Well, that's not ideal. I'd prefer those yellows to go down and around, preferably. But yeah, I think it's probably going to be too little too late, so all of this is just time wasting. Especially because we've got to wait for that whole motorway to respawn. Because we didn't have a spare motorway, and that is going to be the death of us. But I don't think we're going to last too much longer anyway. I'd be absolutely amazed if we hit 3,000 or 4,000 at least. Yeah, here we go. Here's an end to it. It wasn't even where I thought it was going to be. It was in the end the reds that caused the problem. Again, lack of motorways and whatever, but there was just too much going on. I think a lot of my utility was used up by trying to cater for the houses or the buildings that were spawning, where there was just so many spawning and just not enough houses. There was a few instances there. It was just like absolutely crazy. I'm fairly happy with that score, considering the lack of utility that I needed being given to me at the times that I needed. I mean, not that I had a load to spare at the end, But just whenever I needed a certain bit of utility to make my life easier, it just never gave it to me at the end of the week. And just the number of houses, like I say, it was just the number of houses were just not very helpful to the actual buildings that were spawning. It was just a massive sort of disconnect, which I guess proves that it's not like a one-to-one relationship. Like I say, there was a building spawned, and you're not going to get immediately X number of houses spawned to allow you to cater for that. It's just not a consistent number, which is interesting because I guess I'd assumed up until now that was the case. Anyway, a score of just under 4,000. A little bit disappointed, but that does put me in the top 50. I'm really interested to see. If I'd have managed to hit 4,000, I'd have been a little bit higher, it looks like. Be really interested to see what the top 10 looks like. Oh, so close to a top 10 finish there, really. Just a little bit more luck, and I definitely would have hit that top 10. Okay, but that was a bit of a bumper episode. I do apologise, it's been quite a long one. But so if you've stuck with it, I really appreciate it. The death sentence at the end wasn't me moving the motorway. It would have been. I probably would have only just held on a little bit longer. But again, I probably would have wanted an extra motorway in the bank, ready to do all of those changes. But it wasn't even that anyway. It was a different red building, I think, caused me the problem at the end. But yeah, still fun. I very much enjoyed that. Top 50, not going to complain about that at all. Well, I did already. I wanted top 10. But yeah, anyway, we'll improve, and we're going to hit those top 10 at some point in the near future, I hope. So stick with me. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe. Let me know what you got if you've played this one. It was a very enjoyable one. So let me know what you got, and yeah, I'll see you next time for some more mini motorways. Take care.